Hey guys, so I just wanted to jump on here and talk about long-term goals and what goes into them, failures, what it feels like to not reach your goal. I have a lot of long-term goals, things that I'm still working towards, things that I haven't gotten that I have to reassess. So as I was driving home from work today, what sparked this quick YouTube video, and I don't know if it's going to be quick because they always end up being longer than I anticipate, is as many of you know, I applied to be a first Phorm athlete, and this was like a huge athlete search. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people applied. I knew it was a long shot, and I say that because there's so many incredible people out there that are deserving. And last night, as many know, and as many were doing as they were uploading the video, scrolling, refreshing, two people were chosen, and they are two really, really incredible people. Super excited for them. And, I thought to myself when I was waiting for this video to come out, I thought to myself, okay, so, there's a little glimmer of hope that I might see my name go across the screen. And then if not, like, how am I going to feel? Because I always try to anticipate my feelings rather than just feeling. It's, just something that I do. And I thought for sure that I'd feel some sort of sadness that I didn't get it, that I wasn't chosen. But after seeing that video and thinking about all that has gone into this, I felt truly inspired. I felt motivated, and I was just like, wow, this is so invigorating. It was probably one of the greatest feelings I've ever felt. And you're thinking like, what? She didn't get it. Why is she feeling that way? And you know what I did get? I gained so much knowledge over the last couple of months, not just about first Phorm, not just about health and wellness. I gained so much knowledge about myself. I gained confidence. I've stepped out of my comfort zone. Never in my life would I have thought that I would be creating a YouTube channel. Now, I probably have, very minimal subscribers and very low reviews and low views, and I don't even know what some of the stuff's called yet, but moral of the story is though, like, you're not gonna know any of this until you try. And same thing with the YouTube channel. I could always just assume that nobody's gonna wanna sit here and listen to me, or I can put myself out there and try. And just like the athlete search, I can assume that I'm never gonna become an athlete with first Phorm or never become affiliated with them, and just assume that it's never going to happen, or I could put myself out there and try. And I did that. And through that, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about goals. I learned a lot about achievements and what it's going to take. And I learned that sometimes long-term goals are done in chunks. And what I mean by that is that although I didn't get the sponsored athlete position this time, it does not mean that I won't get it. And I think a lot of us struggle with that mindset of, okay, well, I failed, so, on to the next thing, right? No. Think about everything that you learned, and think about all that you can change, and think about where you need to reassess. Look at the role models, look at the people that were chosen, look at the people that already exist. Try to become like them, but also try to remain you as a person. So nowadays, media is bombarded by the same thing over and over again, and you have to really think about how you can become unique and set those goals and understand that you might not get them. And as frustrating as it can be, it really can provide value to you as an individual. I look at the athlete search as a long-term goal of mine, and since it didn't happen this time, maybe it'll happen next time. And I like to always compare things like this back to running, because running is, for me, a big part of my life, and it's something I've been doing for a very long time, as many of you know. And 2 years ago I ran a marathon, and my goal was to finish that marathon, and I ran that marathon, and I really thought for sure that I would qualify for Boston, and I didn't. I missed qualifying for Boston by 2 minutes because I wasn't wearing a watch to track my time. I wore shoes too small. I I didn't have the proper clothing on. I wasn't hydrated. I made all these like mistakes that I look back now and I think, what in the world was I thinking? And now in April, I'm going to run another marathon. I'm going to attempt to qualify for Boston again, and I am going to reassess anything that I did 2 years ago and think about how I can be better in April, which will then hopefully help me reach my goal of qualifying for Boston. Just like I will reassess and I will look and I will ask and I will reach out and I will become more and more of what I want to become, so that I can one day become an athlete with Phorm. And, you know, it might take years, and I'm okay with that. You know, I follow Emily Hayden, who is an athlete with Phorm, and she said in one of her YouTube videos that this kind of thing does not happen overnight. You know, she applied, she didn't get it. She applied, she didn't get it. She applied, she didn't get it. She applied, she got it. It took a very long time. And this sort of thing just does not happen overnight. You can't just wake up on Tuesday and say, I'm going to run a marathon right now. Because you need to put in the work. You need to put in the hours. You need to put in the discipline, the education, the rest, the health, everything that goes into running a marathon, everything that goes into any long-term goal that you are trying to achieve in life. And I say this because a lot of people tend to tell me that I have a very positive mindset and that I can always extract positive things no matter what. No matter what is happening, I find something positive in that. We had a tree fall on our house, everybody's okay, in June. It is now January and we still have a hole in our roof. Now, a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, I feel so bad for you. Is there anything I can do? And, you know, I appreciate all of that. We've had tremendous support. And I always tell them, you know, we're just grateful nobody got hurt. We're just grateful that we're still able to be here. And we're grateful that there's opportunity to grow from this. You know, it strengthened our relationship. There's opportunity to do different things to our house. You know, the same goes for everything. I might have not qualified for Boston 2 years ago, but I learned and I ran and I finished a full marathon. I may have not got chosen for the athlete search, but I learned a lot about helping. I learned a lot about Phorm. I learned a lot about the community. I learned a lot about myself, and I ultimately gained so much confidence through this process. And what I can tell you is that as long as you continue to commit, you continue to reassess, and you continue to believe in yourself and hold true to who you are, you will reach those goals. So whatever is equivalent to you that is the athlete search to me, take that and say, okay, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to figure out a way to get there. And don't get frustrated with that immediate satisfaction. Nowadays, things are like this, right? And we forget how hard some things are to attain. You have to believe in yourself. You have to apply yourself. You have to take that discipline, that motivation, and you have to march forward no matter what. And you've got to ask for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. And I've learned that over and over and over again. You are not in this alone. There's people out there who've been through it. There's people out there who want to help you get through it. And if they don't, shame on them. You need to surround yourself with people you want to become more like. And I try to do that every day. If there's somebody toxic in your life, somebody who's trying to bring you down, somebody's not happy with your successes, get rid of them ASAP. And just know that no matter what you want, and as cliche and as cheesy as it sounds, you can get it. You just have to apply yourself. You have to understand it's going to take hard work. Not everyone can become an athlete. Not everyone can run a marathon. Not everyone can lose 100 pounds. This stuff takes time, takes dedication, discipline, work. And if everyone could do it, everyone would be doing it, right? So think about your long-term goals. Think about the examples I've provided today. And sit down and reassess. Think about where you can fix any mistakes that were made, and reach out to me. You know, I want to help you guys grow, and I want to help you achieve your long-term goals, just like I want to achieve mine. Now, I know this was just like a spiel, and I'm really just rambling now at this point, but hopefully it inspires some of you. And I had to get on here and talk a little bit about the athlete search because it has inspired me to become a whole new person. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.